Well then. I got a story for y'all today, I guess. So this goes back to 5th grade. And I had only just gone to this new school, so this would be my first and last year at that school. I can't say which one because that'll reveal where I live, sort of. But okay, so like you know, it was a new school and everything. I had just recently moved away from my cousins. I was living with them during my entire year of 4th grade. I was living with my cousins because I guess we just didn't have a house in where we were living, so we just decided to stay with them. It was pretty nice. It was like having siblings, but not really. Which meant if I was sick, I'd still have to do work. Anyways, that's kind of besides the point of the story. So yeah, it was the first day of 5th grade. And, you know, new school, didn't know any of my friends, I didn't have any friends, everyone was a stranger. I had gone to the open house prior to it, so I knew a little bit of the layout. My class was on the 2nd floor, and the stairs to get to the 2nd floor was just, like, through the entrance hallway. And, well, you know, first day happens, I walked there with my dad, because I was in with walking range, but most of the time we just drove there. You know, it was quicker. And, you know, get to the school, the doors aren't open yet, so he's standing with me outside saying how, you know, it's gonna be a great time, and he loves me, and I'll see him later, like, you know, I was like, okay, bye, like, once the things, like, I was happy then. So I go into school. I'm going through the entrance hallway. I'm approaching the stairs. At the end of the entrance hallway, I kind of break down and start crying. I don't know what caused this emotional rush of sadness, but maybe because I was in a new school and there was no one, I didn't know anyone there, and I was kind of alone. Well, yeah, I started crying. My dad comes running in, and he comforts me, and, you know, says we'll just continue riding to school. That way we can talk to each other, and, you know, make me feel happy and secure. But yeah, cried just at the beginning of my first day of 5th grade. That was something else. Like, I don't understand why that happened, but yeah. It didn't happen when I started 6th grade or 9th grade or anything like that. I don't know why I had an emotional breakdown. I guess I was just scared to, you know, enter a new school alone. But, you know, 2nd day, everything was better. So yeah, that's pretty much the story for today. If I think of anything else, I'll include it afterwards. So, okay. One more level here. I shortened this up because I just could not think of any more lamp levels for the space area for Random Galaxy. So let's go ahead and RBT113. Do your best. So we're gonna use before space. Jamming. I guess we could tell some more 5th grade stories. Okay, let's talk about the time I stabbed a pencil in my hand. I'm not joking, this actually happened. I would throw an image up on the screen, but I don't have an image ready, so... Anyways, 5th grade, you know, this was like into the school year. I don't remember exactly when, but... you know, I think it happened in the middle of the year. So, I had, like, a very sharp pencil. Like, I had sharpened this pencil down to the sharpest point I could get it without it breaking. it did poke you. It was a poker, so you know, if you were to poke yourself, it would hurt if you poked yourself too hard. So I have it facing upwards, and you know, I think I either forgot I had it pointing upwards because I don't know how I didn't notice it was pointing upwards because I had it facing upwards and I was holding it. I guess I thought I was holding the top with my other hand. So I tried to put my hand on top of it because thinking it's like on top of the eraser of the pencil. Now, remember how I thought it was just gonna poke me like just a sharp poke, but I didn't think it would actually puncture into my hand, and that's what happened. It punctured into my hand. I call out that it has, you know, punctured into my hand and stabbed me, I guess. And well, it wasn't too big, but it still was caused me to concern for myself. So teacher says go down to the nurse, and because you know, I kind of ask someone to come down with me to the nurse's office because, you know, teacher was gonna walk with me, and I didn't want to walk alone in the halls. As like this was before class started, so like people were still filtering in to their classrooms. But I was like, I don't want to be that one awkward kid who's going out of the classroom already. So yeah, I have a friend, and she walked me down to the nurse's office. Before we left the classroom, someone said "Shake It Off," and I start jokingly singing "Shake It Off," and it got a few laughs. It definitely distracted me, but you know, we get down to the nurse's office. My friend leaves. She goes back upstairs to the classroom, and the nurse does her thing. You know, she cleans the wound. No blood happened, but there's still a little wound where the graphite was, so you can still see where it was, and I guess it's just stuck there permanently. But yeah, and of course patched it with a band-aid. Now this was kind of awkward because I did this like on a day where my grandma was coming in. This might have been around like Thanksgiving or something, or some other holiday, because that's usually when she comes in around. She also usually visits before I start school, so she didn't do it this year because I think we visited her plenty this year. Anyways, yeah, so I get the band-aid and I just go back to class, and that's it. A few classmates asked me if I was okay. Of course I was. And that concludes that story. Perhaps I'm more accident-prone than I thought, because I have another 5th grade story that involves another accident. This was during PE/recess, you know, I miss recess. But all we get is now our lunchtime. And I either get second lunch or 5th lunch. Yes, 5 lunches. That's how they stagger it. So that way there's no crowds in the halls. Even though there is. Anyways. So yeah, 5th grade. So 5th grade PE/recess. I think I was playing basketball. I was still pretty good at basketball at the time. And you know, you're playing it. I try to go to the side to, like, you know, catch a pass. I trip and fall, and I kind of cut my knee. Well, I scratch my knee and it starts bleeding. It's a big starting bleeding spot. This might be a disgusting topic, actually. But you know, it was just a normal, like, oh, I fell and I got hurt and I need to go to the nurse's office to get a band-aid or a bandage on it, like that kind of story. But that's what I had to do. Now, from what I remember, the gym was, well, outside of the gym, like the basketball court area that had a baseball field next to it. I think that was a baseball field or a softball field, I don't know. Anyways, the gym was like one side of the building. I think the nurse's office was on the other side, so I had to kind of, and this time I actually had to walk alone, I think. Yeah, I had to walk alone on this one. No, I actually walked with one of the teachers, one of the coaches there. Yeah, teacher, coach, same thing. But they made us walk. They made me walk there. Me occasionally getting a stinging sensation from the wound, and when I walk into the nurse's office, I expect her to prioritize my wound. They're doing hearing tests in there. I walk in, they're doing hearing tests, and I'm just sitting down in the chair. She told me to wait. I'm sitting down in the chair, and mind you, it's still bleeding a lot. It's still bleeding a little. You know, it still stings occasionally. And like I'm watching them do these tests. I'm like, how much longer is this gonna take? It's in pain, and of course the pain starts subsiding. And you know, once they're done, she does the wipe stuff with the thing that makes it sting a lot, and applies a bandage. And yeah, oh, this makes me think of another time where my right knee has not been my right knee has gotten a lot of injuries. Jeez. The right side of my body is just so weak. Yeah. So I guess I can tell another story. This didn't happen in 5th grade though. I'll tell another story. Oh yeah, the nurse patched me up. I was free to go back inside the gym, but I couldn't like go back outside to like play basketball because, you know, I was injured. Anyways, next story is again another knee injury where I had just learned how to ride a bike then. And I was pretty good at it. I could stay still. I had a lot of hard times to keep the balance. Apparently it was some sort of detailed duct tape on the seat that did the magic for me. I don't remember what. I probably can't mention it due to copyright issues, so. But, yeah, I was riding my bike, and where we used to live with my cousins, it was a dead end at the end of the road. So I usually my round would be, we start at the house, and then I bike up to the dead end. I loop around. I do that a few times, and I was starting to get a little, tired because, I was going faster and faster each time, and I did have to slow down a few times. There were a few times where I almost ran into a vehicle. And as I'm coming back, the driveway, it was broken up a little bit, so it was like, it wasn't broken too badly. Like you could go up it if you're going slow enough, if you went slightly fast enough but not too fast. Unfortunately, that one time I was going back up, the wheel kind of, I lost balance, fell off, knee starts, bleeding. I'm crying as a natural reaction from, let's see, I don't know how old I was. I was either 9 or 10. I think I was either 9 or 10. And I go inside, my mom's there. She's doing the same thing as like the nurse would do, cleans up the wound. And just the motherly feeling of, being taken care of just makes me feel so much better instantly. I'm gonna miss that feeling, to be honest, when I, move out. It's gonna be a sudden life change. My life has leveled up, essentially. Then it's kind of sad to think about that. This is like the last year that I have with them. So, well, it's technically not the last year. I kind of have 4 extra years, college, and oh my gosh. You can't tell me that's not the wind particles, but just faster. Oh, I thought... Wasn't that obvious, James? Anyways. Yeah, see, but patch the wound up and everything. I am definitely accident prone. I just want to talk about stories today, but I don't want to exhaust myself. I don't run out of stories. Yeah, I think that's all I got for, like, elementary school days. I got nothing for 3rd grade and below. So I guess that's all the stories I got for today. So I don't know what I'm doing with this puzzle. I think I have another story that I could tell. Although it's kind of an embarrassing one, so I might not say it. Wow, telling stories really does take up time for the episode, so I'm gonna get going. I hope you enjoyed the stories I presented today. Sorry I didn't do too much gameplay. I was kind of focusing on storytelling there. But yeah, I hope those were kind of entertaining stories. I really hope I don't break any bones. I haven't broken any bones, but there's a chance that I'm probably gonna break a bone sometime in the future, and I guess that'll be another story that I can tell. Oh yeah, my injury. I think I've told this told this story about this injury before, but I'll give you a quick rundown of it. I think I may have said this like an old video, but you know, retelling old stories is a fun thing to do, isn't it? The story of how I could have nearly lost my right eye. So I was bouncing on this ball thing that you could bounce on that has a handle. I think you know what I'm talking about. And like you're just supposed to bounce on this. This was like, I was young when I was like really young. Like I wasn't even living where I am right now. I was living a little bit north of where I am. Anyways. Anyways, I was bouncing on this thing. I was like, okay, what if I tried to balance on it? And, so, genius here. I try to balance on it. I grab a chair for stability. Now the chair is a vital part of the story. It would be the thing that would cause me to nearly lose my eye. Anyways, I grabbed it, stability. I fell. As I'm falling, my, I guess my eyelid, or the area above my eyelid, or below my, eyebrow eyelash, I don't know which one it is, under my eyebrow, gets caught on the chair and, you know, cuts it. I start bleeding like crazy, and I'm closing both my eyes because, you know, I thought both my eyes were in pain. Neither of them were in pain. It was the area above it, but it just felt like it was in pain. I don't know how much blood there was, but like I don't know how much it caused, but you know, they rushed me to the hospital. Mind you, my eyes are closed, so I like asked them to help me walk. I open my left eye and think, oh, okay, I think I'm fine to open this eye. I keep my right eye closed pretty much the entire time. Even when we got to the hospital, I kept it closed. And you know, the doctors do their thing. I get Tylenol and a banana flavored popsicle as like things that help me feel better. Not sure what the Tylenol was gonna do for an area that above, like an external part of my body. Pretty sure Tylenol is supposed to help with internal issues. But yeah, I had not lost my eye, thankfully. Who knows what I'd be looking like if I did lose my eye? I'd probably have an eye patch. I'd probably look like a pirate. Now, mind you, I have worn an eye patch before for like eye patching and vision therapy, which I might need to be retaking. I mean, my vision's gotten worse again because I've gotten a little bit forgetful about doing that. But yeah. Yeah, I took vision therapy because my vision was just awful. And I did get back to like 2025. I think I could look just barely out of 2025. Get 2025 for my vision. And I was supposed to end the episode like a while ago, so I gotta go. I hope you enjoy the stories. I might resume the one night in Bronx tomorrow. But yeah, later.